In today's news, October has already started off with a bang, and we are just getting started. The timeline for the cross-border payments program is accelerating. The institutional timeline for gold prices is already extremely bullish, and now Meld Gold has confirmed the tokenization of gold on the Xrp ledger, with the first transaction going through just yesterday, with much more to roll out throughout October. This is huge news, and with the SEC deadline, keep in mind, only being 6 days away now. Xrp currently valued at 62.9 cents, up roughly 2.88% on the daily time frame. Xrp, in my opinion, may actually be the most bullish October project of all crypto projects in this month, which is very big news. As we can see firstly here from Smoke, a UBS research paper document titled Gold Raising the Forecast outlined the projected price targets for gold all the way to the end of 2025 next year. With gold recently surpassing $2,620, UBS has forecasted gold to reach as high as $2,900 by the end of next year, by September 2025, which is a significant jump, truth be told. And also, this supports what JP Morgan stated recently in August with the research paper, that we're entering into a commodity bull super cycle. Keep in mind as well, gold and crypto, they go hand in hand, and this bullish outlook on gold prices rising is also an indicator of the expected direction and bullish momentum in the financial markets. And with everything becoming tokenized, everything going on chain, everything becoming digital, including gold, crypto stands to gain significantly from this development, especially XRP, who will be able to tokenize gold on the XRP ledger. Meld Gold plans to release 2 stablecoins on the Xrp ledger, one to be backed by gold and the other to be backed by silver. And we can hear a little bit how Meld Gold sees the benefits of gold trading on the Xrp ledger in this video here. Pay attention.
It's quite interesting. I think on the gold side, anyone has sort of heard me talk about this before might sound slightly repetitive, but like we sort of see there's 2 very key users, which is your direct retail user that wants to buy smaller amounts of gold and has trouble getting access to it, and your much larger users that probably have access to gold in a variety of ways currently. And on the blockchain side, you have both different users are really excited about different things. So from a true retail user point of view, access is really the magic. So traditionally buying $10 worth of gold at a time, $100 worth of gold at a time, even $500 worth of gold at a time does have a high premium if you want to trade it physically and get access to it locally. It has a lot of obstacles. It also has a high loss when you sell. The spread in terms of trading in physical and smaller amounts and smaller denominations has a really high cost. Access for those users is particularly exciting, with the idea that you could buy a really tiny amount at the kind of spreads that high-level traders experience, which is one of the key factors, being able to buy and sell gold and silver at the kind of trading spreads that are normally reserved for high-grade institutions, I think is really interesting and democratizes that entire access piece. Being able to do it 24 hours a day, being able to do it in those small quantities, being able to send it to others, and then really that starts to build out the elements of returning gold to be usable as a currency. Again, the idea you could, if you don't feel comfortable in holding fiat, you could actually use gold as an alternative option. We are sort of laying the initial barriers are sort of coming down, and we're actually making really great headway in terms of solving some of these issues on the way there.
This is very big news, and as you heard, of course, the first transaction went through yesterday, and a further rollout will happen throughout October, once more supporting the narrative of October, especially for XRP. I believe XRP is the gold standard, and best believe that XRP's price is going to explode once mass adoption takes off, everything becomes tokenized and flowing through the Xrp ledger. Now, as we can see in this post from Chad Steingaber here, this post showcases the price and market cap rise of XRP following an $800,000 injected of capital into XRP. We saw a $4.74 billion increase in market cap based on just $800,000 in over a week, which is considerable. But just imagine what it would be like with institutional adoption here, when we see millions, if not billions of money, new money injected into XRP every day, not even every week, every single day. XRP's price is destined to soar to the moon with institutional adoption, regulations being rolled out, with the SEC lawsuit reaching a crescendo as well. This is why I'm so bullish in XRP and crypto as a whole. There is so much money to be made in this space right now, which is why I recently created a free to join Discord server. There's 360 of us are all working towards achieving this financial freedom, and we are growing in knowledge and size every day. So by all means, come and be part of the family. Link to join will be in the description below, because the time, believe it or not, is quickly running out. This post here of images from Xrpl showcases the cross-border payments program action timeline, where we can clearly see across both the images that everything is scheduled to be implemented by the end of this year, 3 months time, absolute worst case scenario, Q1 of 2025, so 6 months from now. And the only part of the action timeline that extends all the way to the end of 2025 is the evaluation stage. Basically just checking over what needs to be changed, if anything does, to make sure their framework is consistent and it works. And that action timeline is further supported in this video put out from Smoke here, a timeline that showcases the live tracker of digital asset payment regulations worldwide, where seemingly 90%, almost everything, all of them are coming into effect before or by 2025. And the thing is, these regulatory frameworks are susceptible to accelerate and speed up even faster, as geopolitical events often drive regulatory decisions and influence crypto adoption. And it has been well documented repeatedly, time and time again, that Russia plans to use crypto exchanges to bypass US sanctions and then with crypto take part in international transactions. This is important because this scenario will significantly diminish the effectiveness of US economic sanctions. Russian laws are already coming into effect as we speak already, so the only counter to this would be for the United States to accelerate crypto regulations. Now, with Gary Gensler still being the SEC chair and with this Xrpl XRP lawsuit case still hanging in the balance, seemingly America, in my opinion, will need to fire Gary Gensler and provide XRP that legal regulatory clarity in order to kickstart their counter to Russian economic control. Again, remember, we are only 6 days away now from potentially seeing XRP explode in value and potentially soar above $1 should there be a non-appeal. And I think there should be a non-appeal. There's no reason for them to do so. They have lost the lawsuit most definitely. And also we are starting to see the shift in regulatory compliance happen already, as today, starting today, the large banks must meet new requirements that fit into the global change in the regulatory framework, ultimately being Basel III. And keep in mind as well, big news for XRP, because XRP and Xrpl, they are part of the BIS's Basel Committee. They are part of this. So October will be very bullish for XRP, and so will the rest of this quarter, Q4 of 2024, in my opinion. Remember this interview though, from Xrpl CEO Brad Garlinghouse saying we will see a $5 trillion market cap by the end of this year. Take a listen.
But you recently predicted that the crypto market will double in size to $5 trillion by the end of 2024. That is a big prediction just by the end of this year.
Yeah, I don't even feel like it's that big a prediction when you step back. And, you know, like any market, this is driven by supply and demand. You have decreasing supply for a whole bunch of reasons, the halving of Bitcoin being an important one. You have an increasing demand, the ETF being a key part of that. And I think it's also people realizing that crypto plays a role as an asset. You know, it's a $2.5 trillion market. Maybe it's a little less than that now. But so it's basically just predicting it's going to double by the end of the year. And if anything, I think I probably under-predicted that.
I feel like Washington is still trying to understand this market, and the people writing the legislation or potential legislation here to put barriers and around this market. I don't know that they really understand the strength and the growth story here. But you think putting regulation around this, putting barriers in place is going to be a positive for this market?
There is no question. I mean, one of the headwinds that has held back the market, the largest economy in the world, the United States, has been one of the most problematic for the crypto market. Innovation, entrepreneurs, and capital have flown into markets that have actually constructively engaged this market. So Dubai, Singapore, even the UK, the EU has passed legislative progress here. The U.S. has really been behind the 8 ball. This administration, I think, has taken a pretty anti-crypto stance, led by the SEC. Gary Gensler, as the chair, has really taken...
Because he doesn't understand it.
I think there's some...
Well, maybe he does, and the people working for him don't.
Now, while I understand that might seem like a hop, skip, and a $2.5 trillion jump from where we're currently at in the market cap right now, as we have seen, many regulatory developments, frameworks are being implemented in the last quarter of 2024 right now as we are speaking. Following the elections and regulatory clarity, the institutional money will likely cause an explosive surge in crypto assets. Brad Garlinghouse said his $5 trillion target is underpredicted. It's an underestimate. It's conservative. And with XRP potentially in just 6 days' time being the first and only asset in the United States with legal regulatory clarity, with the XRP ledger also starting to tokenize gold on the XRP ledger, XRP is proving itself to be the gold standard and will make significant gains in October, in my opinion, and also the months and years to follow, which is why do your own research, or better still, come chill chat and learn much more on the free Discord server. Again, the link below. Remember, don't look short term, think long term, and I'll see you in the next one.